All right, we'll move further from here. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung has arrived in China on a 4-day trip to boost economic ties with the country.
And this while keeping explosive issues such as Taiwan under the hat. Lee is also the first South Korean leader to visit Beijing in 6 years, and his 4-day trip comes less than a week after China carried out massive military drills around Taiwan.
Now, China's military exercise featuring missiles, fighter jets, navy ships and Coast Guard vessels drew a chorus of international condemnation that Seoul has notably declined to join. Lee, accompanied by a delegation of business and tech leaders, hopes to expand economic cooperation in meetings with Chinese President Xi Jinping, whose government is a key economic backer of North Korea.
Hours before Lee departed for Beijing, Seoul's military said that North had fired a ballistic missile into the Sea of Japan, which is its first test of the year. The launch has ignited fresh concerns over regional security here.
Japan strongly condemned the reported action by North Korea, saying such ballistic missile launches violate relevant UN Security Council resolutions and constitute a serious issue concerning the safety of its citizens.
Whereas US military has issued a statement saying that they are aware of the missile launch and are consulting closely with its allies as well as partners. For decades, South Korea has trodden a fine line between China, its top trading partner, and the US, its chief defense guarantor. Well, Lee has deftly stayed on the sidelines since a nasty spat that erupted between China and Japan late last year that was triggered by Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's suggestion that Japan could intervene militarily if China attacks Taiwan.
Moreover, Lee Jae-myung has long dodged questions about whether Seoul would intervene in the event of a conflict over Taiwan, which Beijing has not ruled out using force to seize. Which is why the upcoming Xi-Lee meet would be an interesting watch. Now, prior to this, Xi Jinping and Lee Jae-myung last met in November last year on the sidelines of a regional summit in Gyeongju, South Korea, a meeting that Seoul framed at the time as a reset following years of tense relations between China and South Korea.